Hello, hello. Just get a little situated here. Let's get the iPad on. All right, hi Karen. You are, how are you today? Hello Danielle, it's nice to see Stacy. Hello, thank you all for joining me. I know you live on some of the other side of the states, which means you're 2 to 3 hours later than me. It's about 5:04 here. I'm just a couple minutes late because I was talking to my oldest daughter, Amanda, talking about my beautiful grandson. Super excited. He started a welding program on Tuesday, and we were just kind of talking about how that's gonna go. So anyway, let me put my iPad aside. Whoops, I can see part of that. I love Amanda Deaton too. Okay, so what we're gonna work on today is my scissors. I bought this iPad holder, or you could use it. Oops, hold on. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I forgot to tighten my light in my, so let me see if I can keep that from falling. But, okay. And you can see it. Okay. I can see you from, hello, Yolanda and Teresa. Yes, Danielle, I haven't been live on my page now for a couple of weeks. I've been so busy pouring more paint for another little kid. I was on the Digital Deco Designs page yesterday and explained that I'm actually coming out with another little kid. I had overbought, when I say overbought, I overbought. I bought double the amount of paint that I needed for a lot of the colors from our last kit, the Earth Elements kit. So this time what I did is I ordered some bottles that hold like 1.2 ounces of paint, and instead of the little jars, and I just been pouring paint into those bottles. We're gonna have like 3 or 4 different options that you can have. But anyway, right, I gotta make the labels, I've gotta put them on there. I've gotta put those, that shrink wrap stuff on the lids so that they don't leak, hopefully. Anyway, that's what I've been busy doing. So I thought, you know what, I need to go live. Oh, and there goes my thing again. Hold on, what is the problem here? Okay, hold on. Tighten that. I don't know why the light is heavy. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. That's better. Okay, I can see, and you can see. All right. Anyway, so today I decided I'm finally going to work on this iPad stand I bought from Taterbuggin. I want to say probably October, because at the same time, maybe even September, I bought some pumpkins that Mr. T had made. So Mr. T, who is Lindy Tate's husband, makes these. And I use this, like every time I go live, I put my iPad on it. So it's, even though I've got my iPad has a cover that has a stand, but I prefer this. But I haven't decorated it because I've just been waiting for like the right paper maybe. And I have the right paper now because Justin, our friend Justin Cruz from, God, he changed his name. It was the Crafty Brother, and then something happened with that. It's Just in Crafts, right? Just in Craft. Oh my gosh, I even have it in my description. Anyway, they are starting their own line of decoupage paper. And because he helps us out by promoting our products like on a daily basis, I told him if he wanted to send me some paper, I would love to help him out. And I gave him the choice of the paper that I wanted, and he actually sent me 3 different ones. One was my choice, and so this is the one I'm going to do today. And it is called Psychedelic Pheasant. So it is a pheasant that we're going to be doing, and aren't those just the most beautiful colors? So you can get Justin's paper on his website. Now his website is thecraftybrother.com. So when you go on thecraftybrother.com, which is his old Facebook page name, that's where you're going to be able to order your papers, okay? And they're very reasonably priced. So that's what I want to use today on this. So now, I obviously, if I were to, I mean, this would be the perfect size, right? Except I'd be cutting off the pheasant's head. That's not good. We don't want a headless pheasant, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this down to about where the handle is, right? I've got all of this here. I'm okay to cut off the feet because then I think I'm going to take this bottom piece and we're going to add it up here, and then I'll end up putting like some trim or something here anyway. Maybe that would cover that area that I am butting up the 2 different papers. So for right now, and because these are such bright, beautiful colors, I have decided I am going to use our 24 karat gold liquid pixie dust. Well, now that I think about it, typically I would use a chalk paint behind it, and I was thinking, oh, but why? When I'm going to use this, but this is really expensive. You probably want to use a chalk paint when you're going over raw wood, but I'll go ahead and use this since it's what I have out. I'm not going to get up and move because I want, after the live, I'm not going to do it while we're on the live, but after the live, I'll probably paint the back with the 24 karat as well. But I want to paint the areas that we will see with the 24 karat, and you'll see how beautiful this is and how well it covers. So I want you to see the beauty. That's why I was thinking, oh, I don't need to base coat because this wood is already such a similar color to, it's a good background color to the gold. But I'm going to just put a quick coat under the paper. That way I'm going to use force field because I am using rice paper. Sorry, I swear it looked like I saw somebody walk by. And my blinds are shut in the room that's kind of across from me. Alrighty, but I live in Sedona, and all sorts of things happen here. My house isn't haunted or anything like that. I believe that there are good spirits. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and these are going to be the areas that will be seen. So we're going to go ahead and paint these. And sorry, let me see. Carla, it's also, yes, it's also, it would be a great recipe holder, a book holder, because that's also, I think, what they sell it as on their website. Now, you know my love of bling, so I'm going to be using bling on this project too. So I can, wood is wood. It's got the grains and all that. If I would have used the chalk paint, maybe you wouldn't see as much of the grain, but that doesn't bother me because it's going to be covered anyway with the paper. And I'm going to try to read your comments, right? All right, so let's see, where are we right now? Yep. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Lori. Just crafting. That's right. Okay, then I think I was right. Great paper is the reason I found Paint Pixie. Oh, Danielle, I'm so happy to hear that. I didn't know that. I'm glad you're here watching me. Hello. Hi, Gail. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you for a while either. I love it when I see friends that I haven't seen for a while. You know, it's funny. My followers who've been with me for a while, a long time, know that I started this business in the furniture painting world. And before I pivoted and transitioned into crafting, because I realized that, wow, there are a lot more crafters out there than there are furniture painters. I realized one day that I no longer see my friends from the furniture painting world, and that could all be, you know, a Facebook thing is what I'm thinking. You know, Facebook, how they make all these changes, you know, to your followers and all that. Because I even see it with the crafters that I used to see all the time when I really got more popular with them. I'm not even seeing them very much. The ones that we first started with, I see a few, but not the ones that used to be really active. So I think it's a Facebook thing. I think they're not being notified of my lives. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? All right, I don't want to waste. Now this is too expensive to waste. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it back. There we go. Back into the jar. Or the bottle rather. So all of our paints except for the quartz come in these bottles. Those are the ones that, like the 2 ounce, I should say from the 2 ounce through the 12 ounce, come in the squirt bottles, so they're really convenient. If you've gotten anything with like the little jars, I'm pouring those myself as samples so that you've got an opportunity to try the products. So I'm gonna go ahead, I wanna make sure this is dry before I decoupage it. So let me, hi Beverly and Christina. There's my friend, oh, there's Debbie Newton. Debbie has been with me since day one, I think. How's your weather, Debbie? I think ours has been in the 90s. I was talking to both my daughters today, actually, and it's already over 100 degrees in Vegas. Yeah, we were talking about my grandson, my oldest grandson. He's starting welding, like a welding program, and oops, he doesn't have a car. He doesn't live at home. He's 26. He doesn't have a car, so he takes the bus or walks wherever he needs to go. And we're both really concerned about that because of the weather. So I'll probably be helping him with some Uber, and his other grandfather's helping him. You know, you don't want to be walking and getting dehydrated, especially his classes are from 3 to 8. Okay. I think I can. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Now what I do want to do, like I said, I've already folded that. I just want to make sure I'm going to have enough that I don't need to fold it just a little more. I might want to. I think I can come up. I really want to make sure I have enough here. Oh, that might be just perfect. Let me come here. Usually I cut off all this extra stuff, and I forgot to today. So if I come up like that, let me just or come down. Am I gonna? I think I can make that work. All right, so I just ordered new blades for my cutter. I really like to use my cutter when I want a nice straight line, but I'm afraid I've been trying to cut my rice paper the last couple days, and the blade isn't sharp enough, so and I use like the mulberry paper, which is fibrous, so it like doesn't cut it clean. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to be, you know, actually I may not even be using the edge on the smaller piece now that I think about it. This is what I want to do. So, right, we're going to do this. And what I'm thinking, right, not you, obviously I don't want to use that. That would look pretty silly to have the feet. But what if I did, see, I could do something like this, right? That would work. And because you can't really tell that that was part of the tail, right? I can butt it up like that. Barb Zimmerman, how are you? Oh, today's hot. Today is hot. It's in the 60s. Do you live in Alaska? No. Where do you live, Debbie? Oregon or Washington? I don't know why I think Oregon or Washington. All right. Idaho's having trouble staying in the 60s. Really? Wow. Oh, that is upside down. That is upside down, Cindy. If that were, I'm sorry. I'm going that way. I'm doing it the wrong way. Yeah, I'm going to go upside down, just like that. See how I get distracted? And I can put that like right up there. That would be really pretty, right? All right. So let's, see, it's not a clean cut. It'll have to do. You know what? I'm going to see. I'm going to try to cut this off. Usually I like to print my own papers, especially when they're being gifted to me. I'll be honest with you. The reason why is I feel like they're already gifted, so I don't want them to have to spend money on the ink and the paper since I already have the paper. And this is exactly the same kind of rice paper I use, but he went ahead and sent it to me pre-printed. Otherwise, what I do is when on my printer, I have the ability to print borderless. Oh yeah, it's gonna be much better. Yeah, I have the ability to print borderless. And that's what I would have done. All right, so I probably shouldn't be too concerned about this top just yet. I just want to kind of get it cut, right? Kind of get my bearings. Those of you who follow me, you know this is what I do. Oh, that'll be really pretty. All right, let's get decoupaging. Hello, Janice. How are you? Thank you, Janice. I was really happy with my jewelry box, too. After yesterday's live, I felt like, oh my God, I failed because I used force field, but I was using copy paper. And copy paper, I don't like to, honestly, personally, I don't like to use copy paper. And but with our products, it wrinkles a lot more. That's a great product. If you're going to use an iron method, that would be a great way to decoupage if you're using copy paper. But when I use rice paper, I love using our force field or our meltdown. And I always give it a good shake. it doesn't bubble the way people think. So here we go. And let me find my old brush here. So, this is gonna go like right here, right? I could, you know, just so I know where the edge needs to go, let's just trim this off. I need to be really careful. I can have a slight overhang if I have to, but not much, because his beak is almost, it's only about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Right? So I want to make sure, and I do like to sand the edge a little bit. So boy, that's going to just be right on the edge, and it's going to have to just work. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I do like to just put my medium down on the whole surface. Usually when I'm using rice paper, I don't have, like I said, I don't usually have that problem with the paper wrinkling. I can usually put it down flat, and then I get my brayer or what do I have? My brayer or this thing to like help flatten it out. Only thing is, I just want to make sure it's not, even though I've got a layer of paint, I don't want it to soak. You know what? I'm going to turn it this way. Seeing that this is the edge, I have to really be careful with. Oh, come on. What I could do, though, if I have to, maybe instead of sanding the edges, I could trim them. Like I said, I'm going to be using rhinestones and bling. There we go. No, looks like I'm going to have to put more. It's soaking right into the wood. That's okay. It's all good. Always seems to happen with my, no, there we go. It's soaking right in. Oh my gosh, that just soaked right in. Okay, so I forgot who it was yesterday that, I think it was Lori, was saying sometimes with bigger pieces, she works it like this, and I think that's a good idea. You lay your decoupage medium down, and then there we go. There we go, much better. That's on there. Yeah, that was what I should have done to begin with. Oh, that's gonna be pretty, pretty, pretty. See? Isn't that beautiful? That print is just gorgeous. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the force field on the top, and we're gonna dry it. And you know, I was saying to any of you watching yesterday, I don't know why, I just like to do that. I know a lot of people wait till it dries. I don't know why, but I like to just go ahead and put it on the top, get it. That way, if, you know, especially with the rice paper, it soaks in. That's how I feel. And then I'll be able to put like my rhinestones and stuff like that right over it because it's already sealed. So let's try it. And then I think we're going to use this like right here. It's going to be really pretty. I thought, another reason why I thought that would look really pretty with the gold under it. Won't that be, I think that'll look really pretty. And it fits perfect on that edge. So, thank you, Susan. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was really happy. Hi, Catherine. Thank you. I saw that, Karen, that Totally Dazzled has a new summer pack. Thought about ordering it, but I'm not sure that I would really do anything with it. That's why I didn't. Yeah, I have a feeling I may be trimming the very edge of this, but we'll see. Alrighty. Now, I want to sand it so it's easier if I go ahead where it's, you know, kind of curved right there. Right, and then I can get that other little piece decoupaged on. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Yeah, I almost wish I would have. I just was so afraid. That didn't get cut real straight, and I was so afraid I would end up losing part of the beak. But I think it's going to be just fine, because maybe I come back, oh yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll come back with like some gold on my finger. All right. And I think I already know, I may end up like even putting this like that, kind of cover it, but didn't do a great job cutting that straight. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. Alrighty. So, oh, I put that in the water. Let me get this one. I'll get this little one. Okay, where'd it go? Make sure I have plenty on there so as it starts to soak in. All right. Whoops, I need to make sure I have plenty here. I'll put that in the middle, I think. You want that in the middle? I think we'll do it on the side like that. Right? Because I like that fully covered, I think. See, this is where sometimes you just want to play a little bit. Do I want, no. So, see, I waited too long because I decided, I changed my mind, but now I think I'm going to go back to how I was going to do it. Here we go. There we go. Okay, let me read. Let's see. Justin Blake have been creating beautiful prints. Mr. T's cookbook holder. Amazing talent here today. Exactly. I really wanted to honor them today. I thought, you know, every single day they are helping us, and I really, really appreciate it. So watch Jennifer's live. Who's Jennifer? And you'll want it bad. She did a project with Comic. Oh, Jennifer Home Sweet Create? Is that what you mean? Oh, hello, Yolanda. How are you? Okay. Oops. Go ahead and dry this before I sand it. Now, probably, you know what, I'm going to go ahead while I've got the dryer out and the force field. I am going to put another coat of force field on this part because it'll start to shine up, right? Our force field has a little sheen to it. It's so beautiful. And, whoops. And then I can dry it. Let me turn that off. And let me do this. There we go. There we go. And it's one of those things, because the paper's porous, if I put like several coats on it, it builds up the sheen. All right, that's all we're gonna do. All right. Get that dry so that we can move on. And get our other stuff on here. Want to make sure this is nice and dry before I sand it. I think it's okay. Okay. So I was talking to Mio today, and, well, talking by text. She was busy painting her garage. You might have saw the reels she posted. And I was telling her, we need to get her to do more lives because you all seem to love it when she goes live. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that is pretty. I love it. All right. So I'm thinking we're going to bring this over to this edge and this to this edge. And let me see. That's 3 on that side. I think I can cut it right there and we'll see how that looks. And then I still want to do something here, but maybe this, I just do a couple of rows, right? Because I've got to deal with that curve right there. And then I'm trying to think, I brought my hot glue gun and I've got the 3-in-1 glue, I'm thinking. That dries clear too. Oh, that's pretty. You can see it upside down. Let's use the 3-in-1. And I think I'm going to try something here. I'm thinking I might like paint it on, right? Sorry. Let's see, I watched her last live. Oh, Mia's, yes, Mia's sweet lady, and you did well. Thanks, I like to think I did well. Happy hump day. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna see what we can do with this glue. Because I think I'm going to brush it on. I've never done this like this before. It's pretty thick. But you know how hot glue just dries way too quickly. I'll have more time to work and get my trim positioned. You know, I probably could have just done this, just like I did with the force field, right? And then brush it out. And I'm using an old worn out brush. It's one of my old turquoise iris brushes. I probably have just totally ruined it forever. Okay. I think I'll be okay to cut a row off here. Here. Okay. That worked out. Show it to you. See how pretty it is? Right? It's going to be a pretty fancy holder. Make sure that stays down. Okay, and now thinking just, like I said, just a little bit to cover oh, I don't have to bring it around if I just do that. I haven't decided if I want to do something on the edge. Probably not. Probably leave it gold. This probably would be better with hot glue. Let's see. Okay, I need to cut it so so that I know how much. I'm going to leave a little bit like an overhang because I can always trim it off. And I'm thinking maybe 2. So being that this is a row of 5, I'll have 2 not enough. Well, then I have 3 rows. Okay. Karen, you know what? I got this bling probably a year ago or more at the Dollar Tree. They had this and they had a bright pink, you know, super bright pink, almost like, you know, our violet lemonade. But but I think I used it or I gave it to somebody in one of my, I gave it away, I think. So what do you think? You like that? You know, really shocked that I gave the pink away. Maybe because I had it, maybe I've had it for more than a year and I thought, oh, I wasn't using it. Do you like that? You like it, Susan? Okay, then I think, you know what I'm almost thinking with this, maybe I'll use the hot glue and then it'll stick instantly. And then I just have to glue it in the back. So let me turn it on. Get that turned on. I can trim this a little bit. It's a little bit too much. Okay. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Use mine on some wine glasses I made. Oh, I bet that was beautiful. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I wanted to do something different, and I finally wanted, not different, I've been wanting to work on this, and I'm trying to work on some projects that have just been on hold, and this has been one of them. So, all right. I'm not gonna need that. I'm just gonna need my, my glue gun to get hot. And again, this paper, it's from thecraftybrother.com, and it's called Fluorescent Pheasant. So now what I want to do is I want to put like some little rhinestones inside here, but I'm, you know, now that I'm looking at, remember I said maybe I'll trim it? I could take one row. Let me just play while my heat gun is heating up. Play. I could use like just this little thing is you've got to be able to curve it, right? Another thing I can do is I could just get all of my big rhinestones and actually hand, yeah, maybe I'll leave that for last. Won't do anything right now. Let that get hot. Okay, but we can move on. So I've got so many, all these rhinestones. I've got these right here that, they're like little chips. And I almost thought, oh my gosh, if I were to hand, you know, I'm thinking about how people are using diamond dust, right? And Dina has used our force field many times for diamond dust because it dries clear. I wonder if I put some force field down and I sprinkled some of these maybe on the chest. I've got some of these bright pink. Thing is, and I've got a little bit of purple. I mean, I could try to, I don't know. Oh, hi Denise, how are you? And Cindy Carroll, how are you doing? I don't know. It's not, I couldn't, as long as I hand painted maybe what I do is I start out with the pink and then I sprinkle the pink in there and then come back. Oh, I smell it. Then come back. I don't know. You know how you can smell your glue? Okay, maybe that's what I do is I get one. I've got to be really careful. This glue is so hot. I don't want to burn my fingers. That looks good, but I'm going to flip it so I can see what I'm doing. Let me, right, kind of just hold it there for a second. At least the glue will come off of, it'll peel off of that. If I burn, oh, well, at least that started to cool off. I got it on my fingers. Oh, that's pretty. Whoa, right? Pretty, pretty? Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need the glue gun anymore because I did bring my B7000. I have to do something about that. Didn't put enough glue, I think, down there. There we go. It'll be fine. I feel like I do have some really big rhinestones. Might be pretty maybe to run a piece there. I'm gonna have to do something about my, because it's rounded on the edge, so it's not laying down properly. Let's see if I put a nice glop. Let's see if that will stick. And one over here in the corners. Okay, let's try that. And my hands are full of glue now. See if I can get some of that glue off my fingers. Okay. Alrighty. Isn't that gold paint? It's so beautiful. We have such great, great quality paint. And the metallics are, actually our paints are furniture grade. I've had people email me telling me my paint's too expensive, but that's, you know, then I have to explain because they don't understand. It's not craft paint, it's furniture grade and cabinet grade. So it's made differently than your craft paints. It's more durable. So unfortunately, I can't help what the price is. I can't compete with craft companies. And I don't want to because I want a high quality paint. So maybe we do is, for now, I've got some beautiful little rhinestones and big rhinestones and different colors. Let me look at this. I have a pack that has already different colors all mixed. It's the way I bought them. Let me see what, let's just use what comes out of that. Alrighty. And then my picker. I love these These are pencils, but they're pickers. And like right now I see that bright pink, right? Oh, that would be pretty, like right there. And we just put a variety of different colors. There's kind of a big, there we go. All right, just some random, right, what the heck? I don't really have to match where I could do that. Right, just put some every now and then. Maybe some down here, some up there. Let's see. Maybe like right there. Because it doesn't have to match where the color. Originally I thought, oh, I can match my rhinestone with the area, but I don't think it has to be there like that. Like I'm putting a green one right there. So let me at least get started. And I think just having a few here and there would be really pretty. And then I can always decide what I want to do, or if I want to do anything on the neck of the pheasant. I just don't want to ruin it. Whoops. So you can get these I bought a set of these, I think they were 10, super cheap on Temu, but you can get them, I don't even think they were $2, and maybe they were $2 for 10. I really like these pencils. They last such a long time. I've yet to go through one pencil, and I've had them for I don't know how long now. Can you see? Okay. Let me just put that there. You know, I do have, and it could look kind of cool, even though, and then maybe not, I don't know. I'm looking at like the checkers on the tail feather. I do have black rhinestones. I wonder if that would look cool if maybe I did, maybe just like on this one, right? Put, I don't know. Now I'm looking down here. These are almost like little diamond shapes. Put a bunch maybe on down there instead. I don't know. What do you think? Hi, Lisa. How are you? Oh my God, I've been meaning to answer I got your message yesterday. I was right in the middle of something, and then I realized today that, oh my God, I never messaged Lisa back just to say hi and tell you I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. Okay. So what do you think? Think I should, so you're saying yes. Do you think, I'm going to show you up here. Okay. So, see here, you think I should put some black ones there, or on the tail feathers where the black, like little checkers are? One or the other, both? So I'm gonna just see what you have to say. You're saying yes, but I don't know what you're saying yes to. I think you're saying yes to putting the black rhinestones. But both, Carla? Right? Both? Okay. Let's do it. So, and I have all different sizes. See? And I'll set these colorful ones aside for now because I can always add more. I don't want to overwhelm it, right? We just want it to look cool. So let's see, usually these come in different sizes. There we go. And these little trays are great. Mine are from Totally Dazzled, but I think Amazon sells them too. Oh, those are really tiny. Ooh, okay, those are too small. Sometimes you don't know how big they're gonna be until you dump them out. Okay, let me try the one maybe next to it. Yeah, it's a better size. Alrighty. So, let me start with some in here. Ooh, and I'm getting the glare. Getting the glare. There we go. The black will be really, really subtle. Come on. Whoa. Got two. I got two. It's hard to see the top, the whole thing's black, so the bottom's black. On a lot of these, the bottoms will be silver. So it's easy to see which is the top, which is the bottom. Oh, that's gonna be pretty, so I'll add more, but I want you to see it so far, right? So we'll go ahead and add some more. Let's see if I do kind of like every other. You know, I can always add more. Just, it's harder to take away if you think you've put too many, right? Oh, I think I'm gonna put that right there. All right. I'll have to send Justin a picture when I'm done, and Lindy a picture so they can see what I did. Whoops, and hope they're happy with it. Did I already put one there? No. Hold on, I think I have two. I think I do. It was mashed together, like back to back mashed like that. You know, I could tell, right? You could tell it's too thick when you're trying to lay it down. Okay, I'm gonna put a few more. It's harder to get underneath here. See what you're doing. Okay, it's so pretty. I'm glad I picked this one. Like I said earlier in my life, I knew I wanted to decoupage this. I just hadn't found the print. And then when I saw Justin selling them, I'm like, and I saw this one, I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect. Fun, just something fun. I'm gonna try to get down here, put a few. Come on. It leaks out of the top. You know, when you have the top off, it's... Put that there. That there. Okay, let's... And then we'll put some on the feather, on the tail feather. It's harder to see in there because of the shadow. Ooh, and I've got glue on my fingers. That's never fun. Okay, one more. One more way down there. What do you think? Oh, okay, let's see. Betty, my mom's sending me a lot of them trays. I'll send you something like them. Debbie, what kind of trays? I actually just bought off of Facebook Marketplace, because I keep them for myself, these little tiny silver trays. I'm waiting for a heart shape to come in, and I just think they would be so pretty to be used, like to throw keys in or something like that. So I thought, you know, that could, I already have, you know, like even by the front door, maybe you walk in, I don't know. Just cool stuff. Or put it in the bathroom on top of the counter, you could throw your rings in it. Alrighty, so now we decided the tail feather. So I think on the tail feather, I can go every one of them because they are spaced apart and okay. Let's, you know what? I'm almost thinking I might want to use, oh, those are the same size. I'm trying to maybe use a few bigger ones. Let's see. Right. Use a few bigger ones right up there. I should have used a different tray because now I'm having a hard time. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's hard to see. Like I said, it's hard to tell until you pick it up. Come on, stick. I have to pick it up and look under it to see that it's flat. And it doesn't help that they're shiny, so there's glare from the light. I have glue on my pencil. Sometimes you have to clean the glue off your pencil. Let me grab another pencil and then I can sharpen that later. Right, okay. There we go. Oh, as I get rhinestones everywhere. Okay. Come on. Okay, and now. All right, as I knock them out of my tray. Oh, that looks so pretty. I'm glad you said both because it looks really pretty. It just gives it so much dimension. You know, you know, more depth. Here we go. Okay, come on, one more. All right. What do you think? Is that good? Well, that would be me with that's why, Susan, I don't use a lot of glitter. And there's Betty, my friend. How are you, Betty? So, I am thinking, ooh, that one's, you know what? I was thinking I'm going to pull that one off for a minute because I'm still thinking I want to edge this with the bigger rhinestones. So, you know, if you want to stick around with me while I do that, I'm going to find my biggest ones and see what we've got. Let's see. I don't know. So this is, I haven't even used these yet. These are really cool looking. They don't have the huge ones, but aren't those pretty? I was hoping, I may not have the huge ones that I was hoping for. You know what, I think I want to do a different color around the edge, not the, I don't think I would have enough, right? I'm thinking, right, you do back to back. If I run out, I'm in trouble. I'd have to figure out, I know I ordered these from Amazon, but I would have to figure out where. I mean, I can go back to my orders, but I have so much that I have ordered. That could be really pretty. Hold on a second. A friend of mine gave me something that might work. This is like the biggest bling I've ever seen on a roll. See it? It's bigger, right? It's a lot bigger rhinestones than these. A friend of mine several months ago gave me a bunch of crafting items. But you know what? I kind of like the individual rhinestones. I like the colors. I don't want to do that. I don't want to use this color. I don't want to use that color. These aren't as big, but could work. I was thinking it could be really pretty to maybe use the bright pink. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I'm more than happy to buy whatever you have, buy something from you. Or trade you. I could always send you paint or whatever. We could trade. This kind of just, these are the biggest ones I have in the pink. You know what I'm wondering? Maybe, what if I did, I wonder if I'd have enough if I did like every other one. Oh, that could be pretty. Right? Let me get the glue off. could be really pretty, right? Different sizes, like every other. What do you think of that? Betty Wright, isn't it beautiful bling wrap? It's just, I've never seen that big. She gave me so much stuff. All right, so, you know what, let's just, is this the one I just pulled out? It is. So I'd have to start it. Okay, I'm gonna go for it because that, you know what, that's the only way you gotta do it. You just have to go for it. When I'm working with this kind, when I'm doing this, I like to run a nice bead instead of, you know, going individually. It goes a lot quicker. But and I think I know what these are. I forget what they call these, this color. Almost like a rainbow kind of effect. I think it'll be pretty. And then it's got the pink. It helps kind of cover up that edge that I didn't cut straight. And keep the glue off your pencil. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. I like it. See how much quicker it is if you run a bead of glue? And I guess it's straight enough. It looks okay. Let's just keep going. All right. I like these really big ones. And I was gonna buy them in a big pack, but they're expensive to buy. When you get to a certain size, they're a lot more expensive than, you know, some of the smaller ones. So I figure, you know, just make do. And the ones that these big ones I'm using right now are the size I like. They just came in this kit of different sized ones. Just not a whole lot of them. But, you know, what's good, it's giving me the opportunity to use up my supplies because I have a tendency, like probably most of you, to buy stuff and say, I'm gonna use it. And then months go by and maybe even years. And you're just looking at it. Or like for instance, for me, for this stuff, it was such a great deal. I bought them on Amazon. And I remember I would never buy them if they weren't a really good price for what I consider good price for the amount of rhinestones you get. And so I buy them and I've got tens, when I tell you I have tens of thousands, I do, because it doesn't take much to write. Rhinestones are small. So a package could have 5,000 in them. Some of my packages, yeah, 5,000. But again, like I said, it's just, you know, then I have it, right? Like today. Sometimes you don't know what you want to do. And like, I bought like these bright pink ones. I bought every color I could find from this one company. They came in 3 different sizes. Some of you have heard me say this before. 3 different sizes, with this pink one being the biggest one, for a total of over 16,000 beads. And they come in 3 different bags, so you don't have to separate them yourself. And I think I paid $8.99. I remember it was so cheap. I couldn't pass them up, so they had like 19 colors, and I bought all 19. You like it? I like it. Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty, I think you saw the angel wings I did with my mom's. I didn't do it on a live. That was so time consuming, but I posted pictures. I think that's just so special. So I think what I'm going to do so they match up here, I'm going to start up here now. And because you never know, although I'm sure this is perfectly symmetrical, since Mr. T made this. It's an iPad or cookbook stand. So we're going to this is a pretty fancy iPad stand, isn't it? Pretty fancy. It's okay. It's funny, I'm not a girly girl. I don't know that I ever was. Maybe I was. I wasn't a tomboy. I just don't remember being super feminine, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I had 2 brothers. But there's just something about all the bling just makes me happy. It's colorful, it's shiny. Okay. There we go. We're almost done here. I would like to put some around the handle. And then I can say I have a finished project, right? Wow, it feels good to have some projects done. And then I'm going to be back live again tomorrow. We're going to do something patriotic. It's going to be in honor of D-Day, the 75th anniversary of D-Day. So I hope it might be earlier because I don't know what time Mr. Pixie gets home tomorrow. He's been gone all week and he usually gets home on Thursdays. And I prefer to do my lives when he's not home, because once he gets home, I've got to have this table cleared off so he can use it for his desk. And so I figure if I do it I'm thinking I'll find out tonight what time his plane gets in. I might have to do it in the morning, or like noonish or something, my time. And tomorrow I will be gifting. I will be doing some gifting, so you want to come back tomorrow. And I'll post something on ahead of time tomorrow so that you know when I'm coming on. be using some more decoupage paper tomorrow, but we're going to be using Digital Deco Designs, one of her new papers that I absolutely fell in love with. So we'll be doing that. Yeah, tomorrow's project I'm keeping for myself as well. Talked about a little bit on my live yesterday on her page. I'm not going to say anything today. We will just see what it is. But we'll make sure that we do a little gifting tomorrow. How's that? Since I don't know what I would gift today. Not that, I mean, I have a ton of stuff, but let's just hold off till tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. And I'll post something. Once I talk to Mr. Pixie, like I said, and I know what time his plane gets in tomorrow, I have a better idea of what time I can do my live. Like I said, it'll probably be earlier. Now that I think about it, I have a phone meeting with my daughter tomorrow, Mio. So we can kind of go over a game plan for the Paint Pixie page and what she does. Here we go. Alrighty. Put the lid on this. Oh no, I need to do around the handle, but that won't take me long, right? And we'll just stick with the same plan. But I think what I'll do is start at the top, right, the middle. And then I work my way down the side. So let's, you know what? I think the top, I'm gonna just do these big ones since I have enough. And then it's a little bit different, but yet still matches, right? Love how color. Thank you, Betty. I'll send it. I'm going to have to send this to picture to Justin and Lindy so they can see what I did with their products. Come on. I also need to keep working on that big entertainment center that I started last week. I just wanted to get this stuff done, so I thought I'm gonna do lives. I haven't done them since I haven't done lives for a couple weeks. Figured, you know what, that's gotta be my priority. And even though lives aren't all day, once I get started painting on that entertainment center, it's like I don't wanna stop. And then I don't feel like going live. And I need to get to a point where, oh, I may end up putting a pink one out there. There we go. I want to show you how I'm going to be decoupaging panels on the doors of my entertainment center, but I'm using a Prima, they call it tissue, I think, but it's like fabric. They're big sheets and they're really durable, and that's what I do like about what I picked for that. All right, we're almost there. Thank you for sticking with me. Oh, okay. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need a few more, I think. I know I didn't dump them all out. Like I said, pretty fancy iPad holder, huh? I could use it for a cookbook holder, but all my cookbooks are in storage. And now with the internet, I seldom even would use a cookbook unless there was some kind of recipe that I had wanted to, that I wanted to use. Oh, that's pretty. What do you think? You like that? I think the only part I don't like is right here. I'm not crazy about it. So I will have to consider either I don't know that I want to add more of that. I could, but maybe that would be the best option. Let's see. Thank you, Renee. You know what? Let me... Oh, one of my beads. Either... That was hard to glue down there, so maybe I didn't get the glue. I want to see this. Whoops. All right, let's see. And then that's going to be the hard part right there. I don't know that I want that solid. You know what? I'm going to leave it for now. If nothing else, I might run maybe a different color rhinestone up here. Maybe. I don't have the download, so I can't print. I'm thinking unless I ran paper, I'd have to like cut this up. But it could be done. Oh, maybe that's what I should do. Oh, you know what I could do? I could, right? I could like hand check. Or would it be look more like stripes? You know what I could, okay, see, all this is going through my head, right? I could copy this little piece of paper right here, right? With the Harlequin. And flip it so that it matches, right? Copy it, flip it so it matches here, right? And it comes back out that way. What do you think of that? You like that idea? Or copy. Ooh, I'm smelling the glue. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, I could. That would be really unique. Susan, do you like, because it sounds like you're an experienced painter. Do we like the idea of just maybe the Harlequin, right? That's what I'm kind of thinking. You can copy this part of the paper, and then it's just that. You like that? Yes, just hard. Okay, then that's what I'll do. All right, well, guess what? We're finished. We are finished until, oh my gosh, it's 6:30 my time. Yeah, until tomorrow I will copy this. And I think that would look really cool because it'll tie in now that I can see it front-wise. All right, everybody, we're done, and it took an hour and a half. I really thought I might be able to get this done in an hour, but who am I kidding, right? Who am I kidding? But I really appreciate you all being here with me. Thank you so much. I will post something tomorrow morning about what time I'll be on tomorrow, because tomorrow we are going to gift, okay? And we're not going to gift my project because I want to keep it, but I think we're going to gift, it's a kit, and I think we're going to gift it to somebody out there. And I think you're going to love it. All right. Here we go. I love you guys. Have a good evening.